Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all could be with us. Also, joining us are our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could be with us as well. Well, June is recognized for a lot of things, and among them is National Dairy Month. It's a perfect time for new dishes to wow your friends and family. I know here in the South we love our cheese, so we're excited to welcome back to our program today someone who's very special. Chef Kevin Gillespie is here. He's teaming up with Wisconsin Cheese to create some crowd-pleasing dishes that he gets to share with all of you guys today. Chef has definitely been up to a lot of great things, including being a cookbook author, and he was once voted a fan favorite on Bravo's Top Chef. We're excited to welcome him back to the program. Kevin, really appreciate this.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, as I mentioned, here in the South, of course, as in other places, we love our cheese. But why do chefs use cheese as such a key ingredient in so many of their recipes?
Listen, Cyrus, whether I'm competing on Top Chef or cooking in my restaurants or even just cooking for my friends and family at home, to make really great dishes, you have to start with great ingredients. And when I think about perfect foods, I immediately think about cheese. And when I think cheese, I think Wisconsin. I mean, Wisconsin is the state of cheese. They make over 600 varieties of cheese, making up more than 50% of all of our nation's specialty cheeses. In fact, they've won more awards than any state, any country in the world for their cheese making.
That's incredible. And so, as I mentioned, you've teamed up with Wisconsin Cheese for some great dishes. What recipes do you have to share with our audience today, Kevin?
You know, I have brought a handful of things today that I wanted to talk to folks about. The first is one of the easiest. It's what we're just calling a summer Meze platter. And really, this is just a charcuterie board that's kind of on steroids. So your favorite fruits and veggies and dips and nuts and cured meats, and then obviously your absolute favorite cheeses. Just a really great selection of different things. Some of my favorites include Carr Valley Fontina. I use that in my restaurants all the time. I absolutely love it. Honestly, you can't go wrong with really any Wisconsin cheese, but what you want to do when you're in the store is look for this little mark on the bottom, and it says Proudly Wisconsin Cheese. If you see that, you know this is being made by a licensed cheesemaker, by a real artisan, and someone who has a tremendous amount of pride and passion for their work.
Oh, wow. That's a great tip for our audience as they are looking. Kevin, you know, for those, I mean, this time of year, I know here in Mississippi, my home state, graduations are going on now. Of course, a lot of people are having special occasions. What's a special recipe maybe they could have for that special occasion?
You know, I have a couple different things that I think would work for them. The first is something that's just really fun and easy, but it's kind of a whimsical take on it. We call them cheese bouquets. I saw this a lot when I was traveling around Italy, and it's just a creative way to present your favorite sort of thinly sliced cured meats and cheeses. And it just takes a little bit of effort, a little bit of artistry to make something that's truly beautiful and that people will just get a kick out of all the time. The other, considering that it's summertime, for me, that means cooking outdoors. That means having friends and family over. And for me, that also means dessert. And so I prepared one of my absolute favorite summertime desserts today. We take the Crave Brothers Farmstead mascarpone cheese and whip it into a really nice light mousse and then just create a beautiful tart with that mascarpone, and in this case today we're doing some fresh strawberries. I've done it with fresh blueberries and peaches, even with roasted apples, and it comes out absolutely fantastic.
Oh, I love that. So good. We have that savory and the sweet to be able to think about. So you mentioned this earlier when we were in the store, Kevin, but I want to go back to this. I mean, why is selecting quality cheese important, especially when it comes to elevating our dishes? Because, again, when we talk about cheese, we know that all cheese is not created equal, right? So why is it so important for us to make sure that we're getting that quality cheese?
Right. You're absolutely right. And especially in this country, there's a lot of cheese that's made maybe by people who aren't doing the absolute best job possible. I want to point out a couple things that I think is important to this. Starting with the best ingredients is the only way to make great food. And when you're talking about cheese specifically, Wisconsin is literally the only state in our country that requires a license to make cheese, believe it or not. They're also one of only 2 master cheese-making programs in the entire world, the other being in Europe. At the end of the day, Wisconsin has won more awards than any other state or country, and that tells you that when you see that Proudly Wisconsin badge on the package at the store, and by the way, Wisconsin cheese is in over 98% of grocery stores in this country, but when you see that badge, that tells you that you're working with something that is the absolute pinnacle of quality. And if you're doing that and you sort of be smart about it, and you're respectful of the ingredients, you're always going to make something fantastic.
A lot of great information, Kevin, and we appreciate you being able to share this with us. One thing I did not mention, speaking of awards, that Kevin is also a current finalist for the James Beard Award for Best Restaurateur in America. So congratulations again on that, Kevin. We know that your hard work has definitely been paying off for you, and we're so excited for all the great things happening for you. But when it comes to this particular topic, Kevin, where can our audience go for more information?
Well, thank you very much, Cyrus. I really appreciate that. It's been a long journey, but one that we're very proud of. If folks want to learn more about Wisconsin cheese, whether it be the ingredients, the cheesemakers themselves, or actually to be able to order and have these cheeses shipped directly to their door, you can go to wisconsincheese.com.
We'll make sure that we link that up for our audience. Again, everyone, Chef Kevin Gillespie has been our guest, sharing with you guys some great tips as he's teamed up with Wisconsin Cheese to share with you guys how you can create some crowd-pleasing dishes right in your own home. Kevin, congratulations again. Thank you so much for the time, and looking forward to speaking with you again.
Thank you, Cyrus. Have a great day.
You as well. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live, part of our News You Can Use segment here at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live, and let's go make today amazing. Take care.